Natsum came to a magic attack. A thick black mist enveloped the surrounding area. Then someone kidnapped Natsum. Tuji and a student named Tenma Momo arrived. Tenma gave the magic wand to Harutora. They rushed to look for Natsum. It turned out that the person who kidnapped Natsum was a Yaku cultist. He didn't want Yaku's incarnation to be close to other people. Not long after, Harutora and his gang arrived. The kidnapper summoned a Shikigami in the form of a giant monster. A big fight ensued. After fighting in a gang, Harutora managed to beat the enemy Shikigami's mask to pieces. Because the mask was a means of control for the kidnapper, when the mask broke, the Shikigami went berserk. Harutora jumped in and saved Natsum from the Shikigami's attack. He freed Natsum from the spell papers. After that, Natsum summoned a golden dragon. With one blow, the golden dragon managed to finish off the opposing Shikigami. Unfortunately, the kidnapper had already escaped. The dorm mothers Meiko Fujino and Eiko Kifu saw Harutora and Shikigami who looked like Natsum. They misunderstood and spread gossip throughout the school. Strange rumors began to circulate about Harutora and Natsum. Once Harutora planned to go shopping on his day off, but because Tuji suggested Harutora go along, this made Natsum happy because she considered this a date with Harutora. The next day, while looking for clothes in a clothing store, the two of them got lost. They instead stayed at a love hotel to avoid their dorm mother who was chasing them. While the two were chatting casually, Khan appeared and told them that Kyuko was also looking for them. Even Shikigami Tenma also came looking for them. Natsum thought that she could handle Shikigami, but it turned out that Mr. Jin was also searching. The opportunity to fight the Shikigami was lost because Mr. Jin also came along. Harutora calls Tuji for help. The two of them were able to escape thanks to Tuji. In the afternoon, Mr. Jin managed to find and capture the Yaku cultists who kidnapped Natsum earlier. Principal Mio also appeared using her Shikigami, which was a cat. She also confirmed the Yaku cult's relationship with the Super Kyukai Syndicate or Twin Horn Syndicate. Not long after that, Duma Nishiya discussed with the man about the Yaku cult. The man stated that he did not want to get involved with the Twin Horn Syndicate conflict, but he also seemed interested in the Tsuchimikado branch family's son, Harutora. As he was about to leave, it was slowly revealed that one of his arms was missing, and that person was the real Kakujuki. Sometime later, Mr. Jin met Daisen Amami to discuss about the Twin Horn Syndicate, which was starting to take action. A man named Hitsune Hirata from the Shaman department also appeared. They discussed a person named Chihiro Muto who started moving under Twin Horn's orders. Meanwhile, Harutora and the others were practicing shamanic knowledge. Secretly, Chihiro watched them from a distance. Not long after, he took action. He spawned monsters called Nu in various places and caused chaos everywhere. At the same time, Tuji seemed to be in pain and collapse. One Nu also appeared there and spread terror. The fight began against one of the rampaging Nu. One of the 12 holy generals, Riji Kagami, appeared. He easily defeated the monster. After that, he even approached Tuji, who looked in pain. Riji noticed that there was something strange about Tuji. On the other hand, Chihiro took advantage of the situation and took Nu away from the surrounding area. Meanwhile, Riji pulled Tuji's head. When he opened Tuji's headband, it turned out that two small horns were starting to appear. Riji revealed that Tuji was a devil. In the future, Tuji would become a complete demon and must be eradicated. That was when the man named Zenjiro Kogura appeared. He scolded Reiji for letting Nu escape. They immediately went to solve the problem. Meanwhile, Tuji, who fainted, was immediately taken to the hospital. Sometime later, everyone still didn't believe that Tuji was a devil. In the future, if Tuji turned into a complete devil, Harutora and his friends would be forced to finish him off. Not long after that, at night, Tuji, who had regained consciousness, ran away. Harutora then went to look for where his friend had gone. On the other hand, Natsum and Kyuko meet Zenjiro, the independent shaman. They told what happened. Monsters appear and can cause disaster. Because of that, Zenjiro wanted to ask the two girls for help in guiding the monster to the specified point. On the other hand, Tuji walked around the city in a daze. He began to doubt himself as a devil. Harutora was running here and there far behind him. In his haste, Harutora bumped into a group of men. They almost fought, but a man came and drove the thugs away. Harutora thanked him, but the man suddenly left. Elsewhere, Zenjiro and the others had gathered in the park. Using her golden dragon, Natsum was able to lure Nu towards them. As soon as Nu arrived, they immediately took action and carried out a massacre. A man named Iwo Miyachi stepped forward and fought alone against Nu and slaughtered them all. Meanwhile, Harutora came to Tuji and asked him to come back, but Tuji ended up doubting himself. He attacked Harutora, so a fight broke out. Tuji transformed into a demon and massacred Harutora. Meanwhile, Natsum and the others were shocked to see Tuji, who had become stronger and more terrifying. They started going topsy-turvy to face Tuji. In one corner, Shiguro used his spell paper. Nu, who was there, changed into a very strong chimera. While Tuji was taken to the hospital, Natsum, the professional shaman, tried to destroy all Nu who had been lured. Unfortunately, during the process, one of the Nus managed to escape. Zenjiro and Natsum rushed after it on motorbikes. On the way, they met Harutora, who had just returned after taking Tuji to the hospital. Not long after, Shiguro appeared and confronted them. Zenjiro stepped forward and blocked him. Meanwhile, Natsum and Harutora continued their journey to chase Nu. On the other hand, Tuji, who had fainted, finally woke up. He met Principal Mio. It turned out that his demonic power had been suppressed and could not be controlled. Principal Mio informed that Harutora was running after Nu. Tuji didn't want to relax and he started to get up. He was lent a flying horse to gallop into battle. Tenma then came and gave him a magic wand. Tuji dashed forward after all the preparations were complete. Far ahead, Harutora rode a golden horse and fought the rampaging Nu. It wasn't long before Tuji got there. He immediately launched his attack using his wand. With one attack, Nu was overthrown. Seeing their actions, Rigi became even more nervous. He wanted to immediately capture Tuji and absorb his power. It turned out he had the power to absorb demons and make them his power.